I'm Mele Wendt, and I'm the Executive Director at the Fulbright Commission in New Zealand. We like a broad range of American graduate students. We like to have a broad range of applications in terms of fields of study, ages even, or to come and study in New Zealand in a broad range of fields and degree categories from all over the U.S. So really we're very open-minded when it comes to applications. There really needs to be a compelling reason as to why that student wants to come to New Zealand to study that particular field. So it might, if it's say some biological science area, there needs to be something that's specific to New Zealand that that person has to come to study biological sciences in. So we often ask the question, does this person need to come to New Zealand in order to do this? So in some of the science fields where they're in a laboratory and they're looking at a particular enzyme or something like that, we'd say, well, can that person do that laboratory study in New York? Do they have to be in Wellington to do that? So there really needs to be a compelling reason why they need to come to New Zealand. So that's what I'd say. We accept all fields of study as long as there's a good reason why they need to come to New Zealand. It has to be benefit to both countries. So the applicant needs to think about and accentuate why them coming to New Zealand to do this study is going to be beneficial to not only themselves personally but to the country as a whole, as well as like the US, as well as New Zealand. So is there mutual benefit for both countries? So often the applicant who's looking at comparative studies can be quite strong, looking at New Zealand, US political relationships, for example. It's highly competitive. New Zealand especially, is one of the more desirable destinations for American Fulbrighters. And I think what's going to set their application apart to get through the very rigorous process in order to get shortlisted, because we don't see all the applications, as you know. In order for them to sort of really shine and to go through the whole shortlisting process, is their research topic is quite crucial. So there needs to be a compelling reason why they need to come to New Zealand to research that particular topic. So something that's unique to New Zealand will obviously shine through. Great academic grades, really strong letters of reference, and also I think an edge is if they can have a strong letter of support, if they've done a lot of liaison and made contact with the potential host university prior to applying, that does strengthen their application. So it's a done deal. Oh, this person is really, is already, Victoria University of Wellington is keen to host this person. They've inquired. The potential supervisor has even written a letter saying, I'd be keen to have you in my program. That really gives that applicant an edge. And generally, because we're both English-speaking countries, we're similar in many ways, but then there are a lot of differences. Fulbrighters generally, pretty much are accepted by not only their host university, but in the society in which they're living. I think being an American has its challenges, especially in today's political climate, and that's being honest. But I think generally New Zealanders are very friendly, open-minded people who are really interested in people from all other parts of the world, including America. But sometimes the political thing, their antagonism towards the US sometimes can get in the way. So there is anti-Americanism even in New Zealand. But usually people are polite and friendly enough to sort of see beyond that and see the individual Fulbrighter in front of them. And they make very strong friendships with people from a wide variety of backgrounds and generally have a great time. Most of them don't want to leave. One of the ways in which they do is through sport. New Zealand is a very strong sporting nation. So if they play a particular sport, then that's going to be one great way to meet people. They usually engage, join a club on campus, so it might be the tramping club, which is your equivalent of hiking club. And if they want to see a lot, various parts of New Zealand, then go out hiking, then that's going to be the best way to do that. So they're meeting with other students from other parts of the university, so that's another way. Many of our Fulbrighters even sometimes have family members who then go to school or get engaged with society in those other ways. But really it's left to the individual Fulbrighter to make the most of those opportunities that come their way as they, up to them to make the most of it.